Hi guys, today I want to talk to you about a really common mistake that's very easy to fix that a lot of knitters make, new knitters, old knitters, everybody, which is how to fix a drop stitch. I'm going to show you how to fix it in both stockinette stitch and how to pick up a drop stitch in garter stitch as well. We'll start with stockinette because it's a little easier. So this could be the middle of your sweater, the very front, and you drop a stitch and it falls right off the needle. You don't know what to do. If it's just right here, hasn't fallen out yet, you can just obviously insert it right back onto your left hand needle. But sometimes you don't catch it in time, or you work a couple rows over it and it falls down a couple rows, and your stitch is all the way down here. And how are we going to get it back up to our left needle? What you're going to need is a crochet hook. Mostly any size will work. You don't want to do one that's too much smaller than your needle size that you're working with. It can get a little tight, and you don't want to use one that's a lot bigger than your hook size, because then you can stretch out your knitting a little bit. But you will just insert your hook right into that drop stitch right there so it doesn't run away. Then you'll see you have all these bars, these threads. Those are the rows that would have been worked with this stitch. So you're going to go under with the hook, the very one above it. You don't want to go out of order, or else you can mess up your stitches a little bit. Just insert your hook right under the first bar, and then you'll draw it through the stitch on your hook. And then go under the next bar right above that, draw it through just like before, and continue in this manner, inserting under the last strand and then pulling it right through. So there's your stitch. You can plop it right back onto your left needle, and it's like it never happened. So that's in stockinette stitch. This is the stitch that we dropped, and it looks the same as it did before, which is good. Now we will do a fix in garter stitch, which is a little bit different, because in garter stitch you have bumps on either side. It's just not one smooth piece of knitting like stockinette is. So if you could be knitting along in garter stitch and the stitch drops off your needle and it falls down a couple rows, you will take your hook, again the same way, and here's our stitch right here. I don't know if you can see that. We'll just put that back on the hook. Then you will grab the strand above, just like before, and draw it through. Now you'll have to flip sides so you get the bump on the other side. So I kind of insert the hook under the next strand of yarn, and then I'll flip it around and change hands. Then I take the hook out, and then coming from the front, I'll insert it back into that stitch and draw through that next thread like that. Now we'll flip it around again, pull my hook out and insert it again from the front, draw through the next one, oops, like that, and then this last one, flip it around, pull out your hook, reinsert it into the stitch from the front, pull up that next strand like that, flip it around one more time, and then that can go right back onto the left hand needle. So there's our drop stitch and garter stitch. It went down maybe 4 or 5 rows, and now it looks the same again. So that's it. It's a simple fix. If you have any questions, leave a comment below on anniekapaknits.blogspot.com. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.